So, been just asking some different people in the congregation over the past month or two, month and a half. How is this whole COVID-19 thing affecting you, affecting your family? Maybe the good, the bad, the challenges, what you're learning, what you're struggling with or had struggled with. Just a
Okay.
little bit about how all of this is affecting you.
So obviously, everyone knows our work situation. I would say that's the most direct and common way that we've been affected. Um, Obviously, we're in events, so it's not really any events right now. They were all pretty much canceled through the end of July, and hopefully that those were booked the rest of the year, which is a blessing. So hopefully moving forward, we're okay. So hands-on, obviously the work side of things directly affected us because we own our own business. So if he's not working, there's not money coming in. And then my job, most people might not know, I'm a personal assistant for an attorney. And then he has 4 kids that I help out with as well. So in all of that, they're now schooling full time. So they're at their mom's schooling at home full time. So then my job also got dialed back by 30% financially. So,
Wow.
which honestly, luckily it's a bless. I worked for them for almost 5 years and they paid me really well. So even with the dial back, we're almost able to make our monthly expenses completely with just my job, which is crazy. I think that a big thing that we've seen through all of this is we worked really hard. After we had Marley, we started the debt-free journey.
Uh-huh.
And to look at if this had happened then versus if this is happening, obviously it's happening now, we would have been in a much worse place. So that's kind of cool because I feel like in a way the Lord's kind of, honored what we've done and our commitment to that. And luckily we're in a great financial spot right now, which is I feel crazy that we can even say that just because we lost our income out of nowhere with no warning, and it was crazy.
Right.
And then we also, we obviously saved money for taxes, and then we ended up getting a huge tax blessing, which was unexpected. So there were so many ways I feel like financially the Lord set us up for this. And that's been cool to see because we've both said if this happened, a while ago, we would have been scrambling and we would have been scared and stressed. And it's really awesome to say that we're not in that place. And of course, eventually our work has to come back. I'm not saying that.
Yeah.
But it's I don't even want to say reward because this whole thing is unfortunate, but it is definitely the hard work is paying off in this situation we're okay. And I think that has been a really big blessing that I've seen through it is just being grateful that we did stay on that journey and work hard and we live financially the way that the Bible, not the Bible tells you to live, but obviously we really believe in not getting caught up in money and in the world. And that's can be a dangerous place, especially when it can all be gone in a second. So I think that when you follow the Lord's principles with money, he blesses you and rewards you in that. So, that's kind of been good. So the financial thing would be like the first wave of how it affected us, but there's been some really awesome things too. At Jordan's home, he was supposed to be gone 29 days in March or something ridiculous, and he was home all of it. He didn't do any of those shows, which was kind of crazy, but so he's been home 100%, which a lot of wives are saying like they're ready to kill their husbands, and I get that, and I'm not saying we don't get there some days, but it's been so fun. So we've had crazy good family time, which I think everyone is saying, but our kids are kind of just entering a new level of maturity. Like they're starting to play pretend and imaginary stuff. And it's just been a really cool time to all be together. So that's been really good. And the girls have been pretty affected too. My mom moved out right before this happened and they are used to her being here. And so they lost her. They lost 90% of their stuff. We had to get rid of it for the house sale. I said like in storage. So they had nothing to do. They lost school. They go to school 3 days a week. My mom's gone. They really had a lot of transition. So
big change. Yeah,
they've been doing well, which is just another really big blessing. So I think that it's hard to look at small businesses, we're connected with a lot of them. Like my kid's school, I went there when I was 2. I taught there for 5 years. So it's hard to see. That's the harder part is just kind of seeing the reality and the struggle of all this.
Right.
And then in that, seeing the people that have faith and the people that don't. And it's just the reaction is so different. And
Yeah.
it's just one of those things where I'm so grateful for our faith and our church and our community. And I can't imagine going through a pandemic like this without that. So that's been something that I've been watching too, is you see people that have faith going through this and people that don't.
Right.
And I'd much rather be on the faith side, on the faith side of things. So yeah, I think that's the biggest perspective for me.
Yeah. Well, I think that's obvious in your, just one, seeing the sowing and reaping, the blessings.
Yeah.
Hey there.
Say hi, Rich. Oh, you're really wet. Okay. Okay. Cool. Great. I'm having tea with Rich.
It's cool to see the blessings. I feel like of your obedience in the past, the sowing and reaping, and financially that you're reaping some blessings there for the hard work put in.
Hi. They're invading.
That's all right.
Okay, go.
Marley.
Say hi to Pastor Rich.
Hi, Marley.
Hi.
It's good to see you.
What do you think about the virus?
Good answer. I like your watermelon bathing suit. Very cute.
Thank you. Don't fall. Don't fall. Oh, saw it coming. You're lucky. Okay. Oh my God.
I love it.
Dear God.
Those guys are so cute.
She almost took my computer flying across the room. Okay.
So yeah, I can tell that with your perspective, having trust in God and faith.
Well, also, don't be deceived. Normally it's like Tiffany's a train wreck and Jordan's like, calm down. It's
right.
That's like 80% of the time. I think that, to me, it's hard to explain. Trust is always there for me, and then my emotions.
Right. Okay.
So it's not that I don't trust. I just have to also learn to cope with the emotions that are coming along with this uncertainty, right. And that's hard to navigate. But I think as long as your trust is always there, it's not that I don't believe that things will work out or that things are gonna come together in our favor. It's just that I don't love getting there.
Yeah. Well, I think too, even knowing some of kind of how those first couple of weeks I know affected you a little bit and hearing from you. But I think that's how life is. Like we go get in a new circumstance and then we have to learn to trust God in that circumstance or with those conditions or whatever's going on. And then we learn to trust and things level off a bit and more stable. So
yeah,
no, I've been able to see that just in a little bit that, kind of glimpses that I've got that you've shared or Jordan has shared. So
yeah. It's like acceptance. It's like going through the stages of grief.
Yeah. Yeah.
With this whole thing, just because we just lost so much work, it was crazy. It was just crazy. I just did not see it coming. So it was like denial. No, it's fine. Everything's great. And then you finally move on to acceptance, and that's kind of where I'm at. And like, the house will sell eventually. Yeah. Our work will come back eventually. That's all you can do.
Yeah.
That's all you can do, and just let the Lord handle it. And it's a lot easier that way.
It is.
You go that route, but.
Yeah. Well, good for you. I think that's awesome. Awesome perspective and great testimony.
Thank you.
Yeah. Any words you'd like to share with the church?
I don't think so. I think that I do want to say it's been cool to be a part of this church now. I really like your guys' community. And I feel like different people, multiple people were, before all this, were like, oh, we're going to get together. We're going to do this. We had like Anne-Marie. We were trying to get something together. There were so many different people we were trying to hang out with, and it just didn't happen. And then this happened. So we haven't gotten to hang out with that many people yet. So it's like, as I'm hearing people's testimonies and stories every week, I'm just like, wow, like I never would have known that. And just getting everyone has been cool because we haven't been there and gotten to know people that well yet. And I think it's really neat to hear your guys' story and your community and how so many of you guys have just been there for each other in a lot of ways over the past years and years.
Oh, that's cool. And it's
Sorry
It's
about my
now,
kids.
it's not our community, it's now your community.
Yes, it's mine too now.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's ours.
So I think that's special. And okay, I'm trying to say something. Can you go, please?
You know I'm not cutting this part out, right?
Don't have kids. Don't it's a trap. Anyway, I think that is really special and unique, and I know you guys do appreciate it. But just a reminder. Oh my gosh, what? I'll say this again if I have to. What could possibly be happening right now that is causing what's happening?
My swimsuit is too small.
You came to tell me that your swimsuit is too small.
And it's getting
Okay. Shh. No one wants to hear about your business. Oh my gosh. Go with daddy.
Jordan probably sent him in there like, get your mom to wrap this thing up.
Jesus, take the wheel. Oh my gosh. I don't know what I was saying. Oh, I just think that don't forget what you have in this community and that it's important and it's powerful. That's what I was trying to say.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome. And thank you guys for letting me be a part of it.
Oh yeah, I feel like we're grateful I feel like you're part of the family. It's awesome.
Thank you. Oh, an update, because I feel like somebody every Sunday asks me about my braces. I just found out today that I'm getting them up in 2 weeks.
Oh, really?
2 weeks, people. Praise the Lord.
Nice. Very
I'm
cool.
so excited.
Yeah,
I am
awesome.
over the pain. I'm done. So yeah, that is good news. See?
That's another thank you, God.
Good news happening.
Yeah. Very cool. All right, Tiffany. Well, I appreciate you taking the time today.
Totally, yeah. Thanks for asking me. Anytime. And I will see you on Sunday.
See you on Sunday. Tell Jordan I say hey.
I won't. Nobody cares about Jordan.
All right. We'll see you later. Thanks. Bye.